Hello, we're back. You may notice this is not Yakuza Like a Dragon. Um, we're gonna play some Yakuza later. We're probably not gonna be doing this for very long because I'm probably gonna fucking die really hard because that's what keeps happening to me. But I was playing some Risk of Rain 2 before the stream, and my run ran into a couple of complications, and it ended up going on a little bit longer than I expected. I'm a long time lover of Risk of Rain, and the new DLC just came out recently, so I've been playing a lot again. And I gotta say, Gearbox didn't fuck it up. I've got to give them credit. Like, this DLC is very good. I have like some minor things that I hope get changed, and some things that are definitely not going to get changed that I'm kind of whatever on, but it's very good DLC. But so before we leap in, again, this is late into a run, so there's a lot going on, let's say. But I'm playing as Drifter, one of the new characters. She's a returning character from the remake of Risk of Rain 1. She's very fun. I loved her in Returns, and I love her in this so far. I'm working on getting all her alternate abilities unlocked, um, which is hard work because a lot of the new content is very difficult. There's a new path you can go down during a run, and I've only gotten through it once, and there's stuff I haven't seen further down that path that I haven't fully understood yet. Which if this run goes well, we might see. Probably won't though. Um, but yeah, the only time I've gotten through that was playing on the lowest difficulty with basically a cheat artifact on, just so that I could unlock stuff for one of the new characters. So I just had that out of the way so I could play more normally. So yeah, there's two new characters. The first being Operator, and I was working very hard to get his abilities unlocked because some of those are tough as fuck. Like in the boss fight we're just about to do, you have to do the entirety of it without touching the ground. Um, so it was easy to just curate a run to do that with the exact items I wanted. Um, yeah, there's a lot of hard stuff to do with him, and it's tough because Drifter's really good and really interesting, and she uses temporary items which are new to this game, but were in Returns because she was in Returns. Um, she's really good. She's a melee character. She does have ranged options, and she can do some serious goddamn damage. But she's a melee character, and the new main boss, let's say, because there's apparently like a secret boss, but the new main boss is tanky as fuck and murders the shit out of you just by default, and then has other mechanics that will murder the shit out of you as well. So all of my runs, successful or otherwise, that all my attempts at that boss fight take fucking ages. It has so much health that you have to just whittle down, um, and then probably get murdered as it gets more attacks down the line. But anyway, we're not right there yet. We might not even make it there. We are at the stage before that boss fight, just about to fight this stage's boss, who is fine. So let's hop in. There's a lot of things happening. I'm just gonna ask you to deal with it. But I'm way slower than I would like to be because I made a mistake of taking a lunar item, which gives you more health at the cost of movement speed, and I've spent the entire rest of the run recovering from that heinous mistake. Now my movement is just about okay. Let's start this boss fight, and hopefully I won't die. Okay. Yeah, it's been a lot of work making up the movement speed that I lost, but we're okay now, and I got some good damage out of it, but flying bosses are a bit of a challenge. Which this is. So we have some stuff. We have like a dive, and we can get a lot of extended air combo by using our second ability, which spawns a box, and then we can kind of ping pong the box into the boss's face. Wow, we've done no damage. This isn't even the hard bit. But yeah, this is what happens when you loop. Everything's very high level right now. Just spawn box, do damage. I heard temp items spawning. Oh, game! Game's freezing up. Oh, God. Don't crash, game. I've got a drone giving me temporary items. So I'll grab those where I can. Oh, try not to die. My defense, my healing is all pretty good. I guess my damage could be better. I thought my damage was good, but apparently it's not. Spoiler, this isn't the boss. This is a fake out, like, lead into the real boss. We don't have to go through the entirety of this thing's health bar, but usually I nuke this thing down faster. This is not the issue. Why are you going up there? He's fighting one of my vacuum drones. Okay, spawn more items. There we go, good. I mean, the items are nice. Yeah, I've got a... Drifter has a host of abilities, like putting literally anything in her bag and then swinging it around to do damage, which is pretty excellent. Okay, let's get up there. We want to land on that so I can actually move again, and then do a box barrage, fuck up all my boxes. There you go. We got 3 hits in with the boxes until it gets destroyed. Oh, here she comes. Here comes real boss. Oh, Jesus. It's Aloyanta, who's sick as fuck and has a really cool moveset. Love this boss. And she's not even the main boss of the DLC. More items. Good, 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 good. Where the fuck is she? Yeah, she's a flying boss, but she does come down for some attacks. But she has like an attack that does a new feature, like a new debuff, which temporarily turns off all your items, which is absolutely terrifying to have inflicted upon you. A lot of aerial stuff. We go pick up these items. There's damage and health in there, so might as well spawn some more. Yeah, we have that gauge next to the reticle, which is my scrap, which I'm picking up by doing things. You know, I'm not going to give you the whole rundown right now. But we can convert that into items. God, we're not doing much damage. There's no way in hell we're winning this run. Like, I thought maybe we'd have a chance, because the run was going kind of okay, but our damage is not there. Like, we've been overtaken in enemy level, and we've not kept up with it. But gotta just run it anyway. There's an unlock for Drifter that we can get by beating the boss and then doing something. Oh, my items! Oh, I'm dead! Alright. Oh, and it turns your items. Oh, fuck. I had a revive, I think. Or did I? No, I didn't. Alright, well, that's it. Fuck. Fucking game. Usually that's not the bit I struggle with. I was thinking, like, oh, I'm gonna have to fucking complain about how hard some of the new stuff is, and especially that new, like, final quote-unquote boss is just an absolute bullet sponge and takes way too much damage, and I don't like that. But no, we didn't even get there. We didn't even get there, because my run was bad. I should have just given up on it. Why even make a thing of this in the stream? But you see, I've got to do all this stuff. And this, which is hard. Okay. I've had a couple attempts at getting this ability, right? So there's a Shrine of the Mountain, you activate it, it makes the boss of that stage have an extra boss and be harder. You can pick up anything with Drifter and throw it at things. So you have to pick up the thing that you use to make the boss harder, to kill the boss. But I had a shrine spawn 2 runs in a row. Oh, not 2 runs in a row, 2 stages in a row. And both times the boss was Magma Worm. The boss that just dives under the floor and will take damage from the various things you've got going on. So they just died underground. And I couldn't throw the shrine at them either time. So that was very annoying. Like this, that's what I was going for just now, which is get the Lost Backpack. Because you unlock this character by doing the thing that you're being asked to do here, basically. So it's saying, fuck you, do it again. But with the character. Well, that's reasonable enough, in theory. But the boss is hard. I'm not even playing on the hardest difficulty. Like, Monsoon is what I usually play on. But I'm having to, like, humble myself. And, well, I'm being humbled by the game. And having to turn it down to Rainstorm, the normal difficulty. Because this shit's fucking hard. Like, I just get outpaced by the game. And then, again, playing a melee character on that last boss is really challenging. Because, like, one of his main attacks is... It's kind of like if you're just on the boss physically doing melee, it just damages you and knocks you away. But if you're far away, then it's a dodgeable wave that you can avoid. So melee characters that are at a massive disadvantage, you're not likely to be like you. There's a tell that it's going to do the move, but there's no guarantee that it's actually gonna like that you're going to be in a position where you can actually get away. Be it just having your ability ready, or just physically being able to get away, even if you do use an ability. It's just fucked. I kind of hope they tweak it. I don't know. I don't know if that's John's, though. But I want it to be tweaked. It's like the first DLC boss is a colossal, horrific, unfun bullet sponge. And I don't like that. That's why I never go through the first DLC route outside of it being a pain to do that route anyway. I just never do that. I always just go Mithrix. But, like, I don't know. I hope they tweak that. With the other character, I like him. I've unlocked all his moves with great effort and cheating using command. But like, he's good. He's good. I like him a lot. He's really fun, especially with his alternate abilities. It changes him in a really interesting way. I haven't used Firewall yet because that's the last thing I unlocked with him, and then I got Drifter on that run too. But he's really cool, the way he utilizes drones, the way you can stack up massive damage, combining Amp Core and Command Swarm. And he's good, but one of his gimmicks is, well, if you're using Ascent Protocol, which he has by default, you can jump to a drone and hover with it, and that's like a mobility option. And then if you stay in the air long enough, you can jump from that drone to another drone. But you need to actually be aiming at that drone, or like intercept near that drone mid-air when you do the jump. And there's a UI element for that. There's a little reticle that shows up on the drone that you're targeting if you're aiming at it. But it's so dim and hard to see. And as you may have just seen, this is a game where a lot of shit is on the screen at any given time. So like, under any amount of duress, you're not going to be able to see that UI element. So I hope they either change it, or I hope a mod comes out that changes that, because it's way tough. It's way tough. I think we're gonna that was too short. I want to do another Drifter run, but we'll have another crack. Hi son, hello. I was just gonna do one while I was continuing a run I was doing off stream. And then it ended instantly because I wasn't doing enough damage. So we're playing a bit more Risk of Rain 2 now. But we are going to play Yakuza 7 in a bit, because it is on the schedule. And, thank you for the row buddy as well. Let me get the button for that. It's the drone. It's a shame we're not playing Operator, because Operator is, like, entirely focused around drones. That's their entire character concept, but we're playing as Drifter instead, who is a greedy little goblin who snatches things up in her bag and then beats the shit out of them. All these mechanics are amazing. Like being able to box everything, or being able to bag everything, including your box, is amazing. Being able to. There's a lot of Drifter mechanics, and I'll talk you through them. So pretty much anything, you can use this dive, and you put them in the bag. Then you see the health bar for the item you put in the bag. Then, yeah, enemies break out. But depending on the amount of, how heavy or hefty the item is determined to be by the game, your default melee then does more damage. And then you've got the box, which you can, you throw it at things, then it gets bounced back to you. But you can stand on it and ride it into battle, which is fantastic. So I adore the box. It's great for dealing with the aerial enemies. It's a little bit finicky. Sometimes it doesn't work the way you'd want it to. Yeah, you can also, throw whatever's in your bag back out, so you can throw enemies at enemies, and there's all manner of crazy synergies you can get going, especially if you're in multiplayer. Because, if you're... There's a character called Captain, who has the ability to call down a beacon that makes things free, because you have to kill enemies to get money to buy things from terminals. And the idea with that is you get a limited number of those per stage. Ooh, nice. Attack speed up, we love that. That's the limitation of that, is you only have a maximum of 2 of those per stage, so you can't get everything for free. But Drifter can pick that up, or, pick other things up and take them to where that is. So you do make that free, and all other manner of absolutely insane mechanics. So let's can I see the boss fight from here? No, so I'm gonna spawn some items then. My general strategy is with Drifter. Ooh, now we're suffering. That's a new item that I like. I haven't gotten that in ages. It like splits damage between enemies. That's really good. I love that. Assuming we can get this run off the ground, we can make use of that. But what I like to do, because yeah, when you make an item with the 4th ability, it's only a temporary item. It only stays for a short amount of time. But before you pick the item up, the timer doesn't go down. So something I like to do is find the boss fight early. Don't trigger it, but find it, and then spawn a bunch of items there. And then you can pick them up right before the fight, so you get the full benefit during the boss fight. I need more money. Fuck, you get boxed. I love that. It's got kind of like an aim assist type thing going on. Sometimes it doesn't register where I would like to. But it's like aim assist to get the box to the target, and then aim assist to get the box to come back to you. Which is real nice, so you can pong it back and forth. Feels real good. It's such a good move. And this is one of the ones you have to unlock. It's pretty easy, though. I think it's the one where you just have to have 20 temp items at a time. Ooh, tougher times we like. I'll never say no to that. Right, there's the little portal particle. That's how you know where it's going to be. So I'll head in there, drop some items, search around for some more stuff. It's too early to say how the run's going to go. Catch him on the way down. Flying enemies can be a pain if you whiff. Then you have to wait for recharge. Come on. Oh! And if I try to, like, box launch, that time it worked, but I find that to be inconsistent. It's really good when it does work, though, because you need to have that auto aim come out in your favor. Otherwise, it just slides across the floor. Another red. Oh, head stompers is okay. Like we can do a stomp now, and we get big jump height. So that's good. That's damage. It's a damage option, and it's mobility too. So, sure. I never targ super hard about head stompers, but I can't really complain either. See what this is. Sure, I'll take some crit. I don't know if she's really a crit character. I've played a lot of this game. I still wouldn't say I'm that good at it. I always end up trying to play on Monsoon, which is the hardest difficulty. Well, the hardest normal difficulty anyway. And, what does this do again? I can never remember what the lunar items do. They all have like an upside and a downside generally. What does this one do? Decrease cooldowns, decrease attack speed. That could be okay. So often, most of my career playing this game, I just ignore lunar items because they can be not worth it. Like how that one slowed me the fuck down last run, but I shouldn't have taken that. But they can be really good, and they've added some newer ones with the most recent DLCs that are all right. I mean, my attack speed's already kind of slow. Is it worth it for the cooldowns, is the question. I mean, not really. We're not really lacking on cooldowns anyway. So you can take it, and there's like a specific interactable that spawns where you can cleanse lunar items. You can't get rid of them the normal ways. So you're kind of saddled with them unless you get lucky. But it's pretty uncommon that one of those actually shows up. The box. The box. The box. See, when it lands, when you really get the hang of it, it's very effective, and that's something that, you know, melee characters tend to struggle with, is dealing with ranged. Like Loda does fine, because Loda's good at everything. Loda's fucking busted. But Mercenary, for example, I'm very bad at him. Like I know some of his tech, but ooh, so much items down here. And like he's got some moves to deal with it, but it's always on cooldown. But you have ways of dealing with cooldowns as Merc, so it's kind of bad. Well, there's another thing with Drifter. I'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, so you've got good ranged options. And like your melee combos are good, like have that property to it. If you hit something while you're in the air, where it'll bounce you back up and you stay in air, so you can continuously do air combos as long as you can get up. And you have multiple options for that, so it's okay. But I don't remember the other thing I was gonna say now. But it's tough. But you can make it work. You can certainly make it work. That's another drone. That's one of the new ones. Cleanup drone. Well, I tell you what I'll do. Since I can't afford it, I'll pick it up, put it in my bag, then put it down. Because you can't use things outside range of the teleport during teleporter events. So I can just put it here and then... Oh, you're right. I've got to kill the boss before it'll... Oh, no, I don't. It's fine. There you go. I've got my drone. Let's box the shit out of this guy. So that's good damage, and that's reliably doable. And you can bypass the cooldown on the box by spending some of your scrap gauge, too. So you can really spam it. They definitely want you to. It's great. It's even got an AoE on it. It's just a great move. Lapton Daisy is okay. Oh, yeah. I remember what I was going to say. Even if we pick up stuff that's kind of mid, utility-wise, Drifter has a passive, right? So if you don't like an item that you've picked up, you can find scrappers to break them down into scrap that you can use to print new stuff without randomly going through your list of items and destroying stuff that you want. But Drifter has an additional mechanic where if you have any of those scrap in your inventory, they give you passive buffs. So it can actually be more worthwhile to hold on to scrap rather than actually convert it into something. And there's different tiers of scrap. You get different buffs depending on which scrap you've got. So you can kind of make up for some of the gaps in your build by scrapping unwanted items and holding on to the scrap. I think it is... I was using it a lot last run because white gives you movement speed, which I was really lacking on. Green items give you health regen, which is really good, so I'd like to have some of that. Red items give you a serious buff to attack speed. And then boss items, which are yellow. I don't remember what they do, but they give you some buff. It's kind of a pain that you can't look at your character passive in a run. You either have to look it up or you have to be out of a run. You can only see it before you start a run, which has always been kind of an annoying thing with characters in this game in general. There's all kind of characters who have mechanics, especially if you're learning the characters for the first time. They have mechanics you would like entirely forget about if you didn't skim through their descriptions every now and then. There's always something. You know, you think Merc is just like a melee character who has some traversal stuff and a little bit of range. But, like, no. He has an intrinsic ability on some of his moves that lets him reduce the time on his cooldowns, which is really good. But it's hard to find that out. I would say there's room for better presentation of information in this game in general. Like, you can't mouse over your buffs and debuffs above your health bar to see what they do if you don't know what they are. Like, generally, it's pretty clear because it's, like, they're coming from your items and you know what your items do. Well, I have several mods on right now. Like, if I didn't have my mods on, I wouldn't be able to see the specific effects of the items. Usually, you have to go into the logbook to do that. There used to be a mod as well that was, like, it was left unupdated. And I only have this inferior version of it. But it was a mod that would... Because you get, like, stacking benefits, which are described in the descriptions here. It was a mod that would actually calculate... Oh, Scrapper! This is a Scrapper. It was a mod that would calculate the effects of your, like, combined stacks. And that was really good, and it just didn't get updated past a certain point, which is a real shame. But, yeah, I don't think I could go back to playing without mods. I'll get rid of the Bungus. Bungus can be good. I've had Bungus be useful to me, particularly on the new Orb boss, because you really do need healing, but I do want those passives and, you know, the option of converting my scrap into good items as well. I'm not too hot on crit for this character, so sure. Make a bunch of white scrap. And now you can see in the bottom left, I have the little white scrap icon with the arrow on it indicating movement speed. I am going to scrap the Lepton Daisy, actually, because it's kind of giving me the same effect, because Lepton Daisy gives you occasional heals during boss fights, but if I just convert it, then I'm just getting passive health regen all the time. So it's less intense, but good. Do I want to scrap Fireworks? Because Fireworks is good, but we don't need that much movement. I'm still in the mindset of my previous run, where I completely bungled it and fucked up my movement speed. I love that. I love going into the air, grabbing an aerial enemy, and beating their friends to death with them. That's the best part of the Drifter experience. Right, can I see the boss fight from here? I don't see any particles. Oh, no, I do. It's all the way over there. Okay, I'm gonna... There's a printer over there. Is that any good? I gotta ping it so I can see what it is. Opals? Nah, I'm good. Opal is good. I like Opal. It can save you from big fat damage, but I'm not trading my buffs for that. Usually having scrap would just be, you know, worthless in the moment, but could get you stuff later. But now you need to kind of weigh the trade-off. It's more Fireworks. I guess, yeah, I'll keep holding on to them. They're good. It can help us get through, clear some of these earlier stages. It creates damaging Fireworks whenever you interact with something, i.e. opening chests and what have you. So, pretty beneficial. What do we got? Oh, that I'm scrapping. Bison Steak. It's 25 health per stack. Just jack shit. It's good if you're playing False Sun, character from the previous DLC. Oh, Roll of Pennies, also dog shit. God. Well, I'm getting a lot of scrap with scrap maxing this run. But yeah, False Sun, he gains more charges for one of his abilities the more health he has, basically. Health gained from items, not health gained from levels. It's weird, but he's a cool character. Yeah, scrap me those. At least it scraps things in stacks, including your mass scrapping. But hey, having good movement speed early game is really helpful. It's really, I mean, the main thing keeping you up in early stages, because we're 15 minutes into the run. Ideally, you want to spend 5 minutes per stage. That's what I've been told, and that's what I try to stick to. But you know, you're slowed down by enemy spawns, because you need enemies to spawn so that you can get gold, so that you can open things, so you can get items. That's going to hold you up. But I guess it's more, yeah, speed is, I guess, more relevant the further you go, because you get to the point where enemies give you more money than you would ever need. So it's just about getting around the level quickly and, you know, using your traversal abilities, but just having good base speed is really helpful for that. Fuck, I missed. Yeah, that, like, green effect from the number next to the health bar is that red I picked up, and it kind of... It like, you do damage, and then it... I think it's just enemies you do damage to. We don't have much AoE right now. But enemies you hit, they get networked, and then they get, like, a shared pool of damage. So any damage you do to any of those enemies gets shared throughout the group. I'm 1 gold off of this, but we can get boss damage. Boss damage or enemies drop healing orbs are both good. I mean, boss damage is always good, but the Monster Tooth necklace, whatever, the healing orbs are quite good for melee characters, because you're gonna suck them up immediately. Ranged characters, it's more questionable. I'm gonna take the damage because we're going kind of slow. We need to keep up with enemy leveling. Let's just go do the boss right now. We need to hurry. This is what kills most runs, is going too slow and not being able to keep up with the difficulty scaling. Even on normal, it will fuck you up. Who've we got? It's that fucking jellyfish that I hate. Wandering Vagrant is pretty horrible on melee characters, but again, Drifter can kind of just stay in there. I mean, she can stay in there from combo, but also box. Yeah, it does that. Okay. Yeah, when it gets low, it explodes and does a shitload of damage. Oh, regenerating scrap! That's fantastic on Drifted. Regenerating scrap is what it says on the tin. It's green scrap that you can use for free once per stage, and it doesn't get fully consumed. But holding on to it also gives you the benefit of having a green scrap as per Drifter's passive. So watch the little green buff that says ×1 over my bars. It goes up to ×2 because it counts as a green scrap, which is fantastic design. So that is guaranteed one tier of the health regen buff for the entire run. And there's no reason to ever scrap a regenerating scrap because it's just better than scrap. We beat the boss, so what I do now is try to generate a bunch of scrap and spawn as many items as you can, because they do carry over into the next stage. So it kind of gives you a head start on whatever's coming up next stage, especially if it gives you like movement speed. But it's just generally good to have. Only limitation is you have a cooldown on your ability to spawn new items. But there's an item you can get, a corrupted item from the first DLC, Lysate Cell, which gives you more charges for that ability. And if you get just one of those, it's like you can spawn infinite items for the entire run constantly. And that's real good, but you have to get Lysate Cell, which is a fairly rare find. Like you've gotta have corrupted items spawning in the first place, which starts very slow if you get it at all. Oh, there's corrupted items, yeah. So when you get these and these void areas, that means you can create some corrupted items. So we're not likely to get Lysate Cell, and I don't have any rerolls or anything. So I pretty much get what I get. But we can fingers crossed, because it's like an absolute must-have. And yeah, one of the alternate moves I'm going for, alternate abilities I'm going for, replaces the item creation. I haven't spoiled myself on what any of the moves are, so I genuinely don't know what that's going to be. But yeah, with these zones, you have to kill all the void enemies inside and around, and then it unlocks everything inside. Generally, yeah. So like you have to wait for either one of these zones or just one of the little void item receptacles to spawn. And it kind of, I think there's a hidden corruption stat that means more void related stuff will start spawning, so you can get more of this stuff. But you have to trade HP. Oh, but I just avoided the damage. Nice. Ooh, damage. Yeah. I was considering the sprint speed. Still in the mindset of my previous run, but this works. Let's trade HP here, see what we get. Damn, I avoided the damage again. Yeah, these spawn these little shitling enemies that turn other enemies into void enhanced enemies. Oh, it's the band. It's the corrupted version of the band I just picked up. Sure. I mean, it's more damage. I generally don't consider this that much of an upgrade. The corrupted items are like that. They kind of just... They take every normal version of the item and corrupt it. So it can kind of be an upgrade or a side grade. Ooh, that's two. With the bands, I'm kind of like, because the bands are very good. Ooh, Sailstar. Yes, please. I'm getting good at using those chests now. Yeah, Sailstar is great. Sailstar makes it so the next chest we open will have double its contents. The question is, do I want to use it on this? Probably. I tend to find that lower rarity items are more worthwhile. But we got a red anyway! We got Frost Relic! Oh, shit! That's crazy goated for a melee character. That creates a damaging field that grows the more you kill enemies. That's just fantastic on a melee character. Fuck yeah, dude. Alright, that's why we use Sailstar. I like, because red items are great and Frost Relic is really good, but white items and like stacking white items are what really make or break a run, in my experience. It's not all about the reds. It's like, reds are good. Reds are what can be like run defining, but they're also very rare to be a trade-off for that. You know, greens are... You'd think greens would just be better than whites, but greens are more specialized, whereas whites are stuff like tri-tip, like this item, where you want to get a lot of these to stack up the effect, because that has a 10% chance to do bleed. but that increases the more you pick up. It's all about stacking white items. So I kind of frequently use my Sail Star on small chests. Okay, this is the way to the new zone. We're just gonna do it. It's hard as fuck to do. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna trade all my, at least a lot of my whites into this. Yeah, it's 15% chance per stack. We don't need 10. It doesn't look... I'm sure this isn't how this works. I don't think if we stack this up to 100% chance, it makes us completely immune to damage. I don't think. What's the math on that again? It's 15% chance per stack. I gotta pull my calculator out. I'm not doing that math. So 15 times what, 6? 15 times 6 is 90. So we have 6. So I'll print another one. I'm fine on the movement speed right now. That should be like 105% chance to block incoming damage. So I don't know if that makes us immune to damage. No, right? So I don't know how that works. Maybe the math on that isn't true. Yeah, I can feel that loss of movement speed, which hurts, but this could save me from death. It's like that big fuck-off damage that the big new boss does. It's only occasional big instances of damage until, you know, later on when things get harder. So I could maybe avoid a lot of those through use of my my teddy bear. Hey, I'm gonna go look at the wiki and find out exactly how this works. I'm not much of a wiki reader on this game. Tougher times? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a 15 plus 15% per stack chance of negating incoming damage. If roll is successful, the damage will be negated and a block message will appear instead of damage numbers. Self-inflicted damage can be blocked. When a hit is blocked, on-hit effects will not trigger, so you won't get bled or burned or whatever. Will not block death implosions. I hope not to see those. Tougher Times, one of the few items in the game with hyperbolic stacking. And there's a big fat formula. Okay, but there's an actual table. Okay, so you do get diminishing returns on this. So with 1 you get 13%, 2 is 23, 3 is 31, 6 is 47. So I mean it's worth stacking up. Because yeah, when you hit 255, you're at 97.5%, but it's fair gains per stack. So I would never say it stops being worth it to get. And what, like 10 just gets you up to 60 compared to the 47 we're at now. So I'm going to probably put the rest of them into it. So we're not getting 100%. Yeah, hyperbolic stacking is just, yeah, it's diminishing returns, basically. But not incredibly diminishing, like it doesn't fall off immediately. So more stacks is more good at, oh, we have 7. But, you know, we can go up to 9. And the difference between that is what? 7, we're at 51. So we, you know, a coin flip on avoiding all damage. Up to 9 is 57. If I could get it up to 10, we could go to 60. But I'm good, actually. I'm going to hold on to my white strats. See if we get something else. But 50-50 chance to not take damage is pretty huge for any run. So hopefully it'll carry us. That can be our survivability sorted out. Ooh. And the teleporter spawned here. I usually hate this goddamn stage. There's so much traversal you have to do. I guess it's kind of worse like this, because usually you have to go, like, to the exact opposite side of the stage. To get to where the teleporter is. In this case, it's kind of worse, because now I have to go this way to search for items and then come back. But, yeah, because all these round circular bits are arranged in tiers, and you can't see what's where. What's that printer? Repulsion armor plate? That might be worthwhile. I usually pass that up because it's such a small number, and it isn't like a scaling number either. Like the damage reduced per hit. And again, we've got half our damage prevented, so it's not like we necessarily need it. Like, our survivability is in a good place right now. It might be worth saving for something else. like just damage or, you know, CC capability, what have you. You've got to like go all the way down here to see if there's anything. Oh, that's a cleansing pool. So if I had taken a lunar item, I could convert it into a health up or a rarer chance that all stats up. Would have been nice, but oh well. You can't know when you'll get one of those. So, hey, you know, if I somehow, I've explored most of the stage already, but if I somehow find a lunar and I don't want it, then I could trade it in there. I don't see the characteristic, like, lunar puff of mysterious smoke of a lunar bud, so I don't think we are going to find one. Let's just check over here and get back. That boxed idiot. I love the box. It's great. Okay, nothing up here. Pretty barren. Fairly barren stage. No doubt there's stuff I've missed. I guess I'll circle around this way. See if I missed anything. Any chance at a scrapper is always excellent. If I can find a scrapper, I want to find it. I want to have it to just mulch my less useful items. I'd get rid of head stompers. I never use these damn things. I always just forget that I have it, and it just makes your movement weird. I'm used to this, the wax quail, which gives you forward movement on your jump. I guess if you got enough of those, the jump can feel not weird, but usually it's going to feel weird. Yeah, I can stomp. It can do a lot of damage, which can activate bands if you're struggling for activation on that. Yeah, activating the little thing for the new path and starting the boss fight spawns this additional boss, the Soulless Amalgamator. Which is why the health bar hasn't changed. It wasn't tracking that boss. But we killed him. Hit him with a box. Hit him with a box. Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice this eye pops out into an enemy. I knew he, like, spawned these other smaller balls. I didn't notice it worked like that. Neat. Pretty much all the new enemies are balls. I was going to say literally. Ooh, guillotines! 2 of them? Yeah, because it works like a Shrine of the Mountain where it spawns you an additional item for beating the boss, too. Guillotine is going. The guillotine makes it so that elite enemies have that little white spot or transparent spot on their health bar. So if you get their health into that threshold, they just die instantly. That effectively means elite enemies have less health. It's real nice. The more you get, the bigger the threshold. Fantastic. Alright, alright. Yeah, we can still choose to not go on the alt route from here, because it just opens a portal to there. But I think we'll do it. I don't want to spend too much time risk raining. This is supposed to be a Yakuza stream. I just want to see if I can do it. And show a little bit of the new DLC, because it is really fun. Minus a few caveats. Where's the portal? Oh, it's there. Grab our goodies and go. So, yes, this puts us where we were at the start of the stream, which is kind of it's a cool stage, because it works differently from everything else, and that's something I feel like the DLCs of this game ought to do, is present new ways of doing gameplay, you know, because usually it's just circle around a stage, find the teleporter, pick up all the items, leave. But this, it's a straight line, and you have to find keys or generate keys by killing certain enemies. You do that, like you open up the doorways over there, and then you need to do it again to activate the teleporter event, and then you have the boss fight, which is a fake out. It's very distinct. But, you know, not in a way that sucks, either. Thank you for the whites. Crowbar. Yeah, crowbar and the lantern thing are pretty good. I think the lantern's from the last DLC, which I only played for the first time recently, so I get these things mixed up. Yeah, these enemies with the big X shields around them. Their gimmick is you can't damage them unless you're inside the shield. Oh, fuck, I didn't want to fling them like that. That means I don't get the thingy that I need. Damn it. Yeah, infinite of them can spawn, so it's fine, but still a pain. Oh, fuck, don't launch me! Oh my god. Down I go. But I avoided the damage. I won the coin flip. Deal with you. This is not the right type, but I just need him dead because he's going to do the big explosion. Oh my god! So the knockback went through, but I still passed the damage check. And I passed it there. Yeah, 50-50 is pretty good. 7 tougher times. Solid. I should check the wiki more for the actual value stacking effect, because, you know, what they tell you isn't enough. Like, not every item has linear scaling. Some do. Like tri-tips and the crit glasses absolutely do have linear scaling. You can just hit 100% on them very easily. But this is not they. Okay, let's press on. Oh, it's a drone upgrade. I do have some drones. This is like a Risk of Rain Returns mechanic that they added to this game. We can take 2 of the same drone and upgrade them to a higher tier. It doesn't have a visual impact like it did in Returns, but seems like it's good. I've not really used it much. Here we go. Oh, no. I've flung myself and taken no damage again. Yeah, we want to kill those. Hunter's Harpoon is okay. We only got this one stage where we're actually going to be killing enemies. But, I mean, the boss that I'm worried about does spawn projectiles that count as enemies, so Hunter's Harpoon might help us out. We'll see. Oh, it's that effect that turns my items off. I hate that. There's one of the keys we need, which also gives us a speed buff, which is nice, but it's mostly... you need 6 for this stage, and then I haven't done it yet, but apparently if you bring an extra one, you can do a secret thing. These goddamn zip lines, they make it so hard to activate things near them. There you go. Christ alive. Stunners is okay, but I would absolutely scrap that. Stuff like that, where it's a percentage chance to activate, like bleed and stun and crit, even I would say to a degree. I mean, crit's good because it's double damage, but stuff that you want to stack. Like if you want to do some kind of dot build, you want a character who attacks very quickly. So you're doing that dice roll more. Slower attacking characters don't really benefit as much, which is why I tend to scrap those on characters like this. Right, that's another key. There's another... Not that one. This one is another one. We'll kill you. If it spawns these enemies as the special type, it's all the easier because they go down real quick. And I didn't pass the dice roll on that one. Do I want... I mean, there's no reason why I wouldn't take it. Plasma Shrimp. It's not amazing. And again, this benefits from being a quicker attacker, because that procs for like every attack you do. But it's a flat amount of damage per attack, so the more attacks, the better. And the more shield, the better, because it only attacks the more shield you have. So it's but there's no reason not to take it. Might as well. Ooh, the dynamite thing. This is new. This is an upgrade for drones. And since I've got my drones, we get Lieutenant Drone Boy for free, but also all of our drones now have TNT attached to them, so they'll do bombing runs now. That's a pretty goated item. Okay, these are the things we want to open with our keys. We have 3. Oh, there's a heal over there. Heal chest. I haven't opened that, have I? No, let's go get that. It's one of the most important things for the new boss is having enough heals. If you do not have enough heals, you're not going to withstand that slog of a fight. And there's 4th key. Getting ahead of it, baby. They do spawn those guys pretty frequently, and there's the special blue shrines, which... that's okay. Special blue shrines, which you can use to spawn them too. Yeah, Power Elixir basically heals you when you're low, which is okay. It's good. It can save me from death, I guess. It's just... it's one-off. Like, it gets consumed once you use it, so... it can only take you so far. I prefer something that just provides an overall benefit for the entirety of the run. But that's RNG, baby. That's Risk of Rain, baby. Oh, I do love this game very much. Damn, that one just got killed by my drones. That's what having upgraded drones will do for you, I guess. Right, that's the one I haven't opened. Come here, then. I'll show it. Come here. There we go. That opens those gateways, so we may go now. Yeah, I assume the damage from my drones is causing the networking to happen. Like the enemies with that particular glow and the number. Ooh! Flamethrower drone. Yeah, please. And yeah, they have like that link to me. They're all linked together and they have that shared damage. So that's good. Might come in handy in some future cases. Not likely many, though. Ooh, smorgasbord of chests. Don't even have enough money for them. Nope, don't pick it up, idiot. We got Warhorn. I don't even have... Oh, shit. I don't even have an equipment item, so that's dog shit. But we can go get one. You can get a guaranteed equipment item on this stage if you use an extra key. That's pretty nice. Take my pick, I guess. Something that does damage. Or a heal. I would take a strange fruit or whatever it's called. Faraday Spur is pretty good. New item. It helped me a lot during that last run because it builds up speed as you run without jumping. Warped Echo is good. Spread out my damage or damage taken. And another tri-tip. You know, it's damage, even if it's not perfect for this character. None of these are good. That's 3 bad items. Damn. I mean, I like radar. I like bringing radar if I have nothing else. This is bad because it just makes one of those zip lines. And this is bad because it costs money to fire it. So, dog shit. Enemies interlinked. Yeah! Within loops interlinked. Within my bag interlinked. There we go. Ooh, for the key. So, I'm just not going to take those, I reckon. I mean, well, there's no reason not to take one. I mean, it costs me money, but we can make that back quickly enough. Oh, there's a fucking item barrel right here. Shit. Volcanic Egg is good. I think we might be able to avoid damage with that. I don't use it very often, but I could potentially use that to avoid some of the... Oh, there's a really bad mechanic in the big bad boss that would be really good for, where he just turns the entire stage into lava. Ooh, that's a yellow printer. We can't convert our keys, because the keys have a yellow outline, but I don't think they're in the same item pool. It's Titanic Knurl. No, it doesn't count. Oh. Yeah, they're yellow, but they're their own item pool, so... No. Oh, I thought I could farm Titanic Knurls. That would have been something else. Good God. No, get me off the rail. Oh, well, maybe in another life. Another Warped Echo, sure. Spreading out more of my damage. Again, it's what I'm saying with white items. The more of them you get, the stronger they are. They're some of the best items in the game. With how much value they can provide. Like, we've seen, I only take 50% of all damage. You know, that damage, whenever it's taken, is spread out into smaller hits. Stuff like that. You know, building up stacks of soldiers' syringe is goated. Opal is okay. You know, tougher times, we know. You know, more attack speed from bolstering Lantern is great on a melee character. It all works out. Right. Oh, I was just going to say, I need another key for what's to come. Ooh. Ooh, another cleanup drone. All right. I could go back and upgrade that, but I don't feel like it. Ooh. Syringes. Yes, I'll trade my movement speed for attack speed. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. What a wonderful last-minute printer. BOGO's fucking vintage, my dude. And we can just get more move speed by picking up more sentry keys, so... non-issue at this point. More lanterns! Yeah? So I think we're much earlier into the run. We haven't looped compared to last time. Oh! Corrupted item. Too late for me to want Lysate Cell, but... it's just another one of these. Might as well, then. It's more damage. Why not? Yeah, I think we'll do okay here. We're in a much better place, scaling-wise. I'm still going to get my ass beat by the big boss, though, because I always do. I just know this for a fact. Let's spawn these items. Small band. Do temporary bands get corrupted? Yeah, they do. Okay. Something I hadn't actually checked. Oh, fuck. Down I go. That's good if you get temporary, like any good corrupted item. Yeah, if you can actually get up on this fucker, then it's fine. You just beat the shit out of him. He doesn't move much, but see, that's how much more quickly I was able to beat him. to get to the actual boss. Use this to reposition. Yeah, gotta experiment with more of the items. Oh, careful. Yeah, we prevent half of all damage, but if there's a lot of damage ticks coming in, we're rolling that dice a lot. It's generally not going to work in our favor. Just gotta reconsider some of the items, like I've been reconsidering my lunar items and using those more. Yeah, we got it. We know it's a herb because there's a bunch of lore about her in the various logs for this DLC. Easy, easy, easy. Now we just wait for the teleporter to have spawned. Ooh, is that a Hapu feather? Ooh, good for what's coming. Very good. Nice. Never get too hyped for boss item drops because they're always greens or yellows. Most of the yellows are have very specific use cases, let's say. And again, greens aren't as all-purpose good as whites are, so... You could say I'm something of a white supremacist. Don't take that out of context. Right. Let's go do the boss. If we die, we die. Then I go play Yakuza, but I just wanted another shot at this fucking boss as Drifter. Flipped. Oh! My career's over. Can't believe this would happen to me. Right, I'll hold on to my scrap. Start of the fight so we can get the most benefit out of whatever it is, because I find the way I've been approaching this boss, I don't get many opportunities to produce more items. You get a limited amount of scrap. Okay. Yeah, we fight the orb with the cube. Oh, well, having that temporary is whatever, but it might do us some damage. Well, that just teleported me into a temp item and picked it up. Is that what happened? I think it is. I don't think you can skip this. No. You can skip some boss startup cutscenes, but not this one. I guess because this needs to happen. It's teaching you a mechanic that will come up later. Alright, Solar Swings. That's the move I'm talking about. There's like a big radial pulse that hits anything that's near it, and then a dodgeable wave. The arena's really cool. I do like this boss. I wish it were a bit less tanky, but it's got a really cool arena and a lot of interesting mechanics. Like, it's... I compared it to the Kreb from the first DLC, but it is, in all ways, better. It's far more interesting to fight. Yeah, that can do a lot of damage. That's what usually gets me fucked. But it seems like we're in a good place, and we're avoiding a lot of damage. We're segmenting even more of it. But yeah, he's got a big tanky health bar, but you got to break these weak points, and they take like a quarter of his health each. So it's not as bad as it seems. It just gets a lot harder once the mechanics start. Fighting with Akira is kind of funky, just blowing his fucking eyes out. Yeah, that's nice. Like, I enjoyed the experience of beating the fuck out of this thing while standing on top of it. But again, it's especially the heat wave phase, the fuck everything phase. I'm not really good at dealing with on any character, but especially not a melee character. But our damage is good. As long as we can survive, we can do this. Oh, network suffering. Network suffering is networking all the weak points. Oh, that's amazing. Goated item. God tier red. Oh, yeah, it's doing the Mission Impossible thing. There you go. Dodged it. Gaming. I'm going to go get those items I dropped. There we go. This is what I mean. You have to, like, break out of your attack pattern. Oh, fuck. Laser beam. You have to break out of your attack pattern to go and get any items if you printed them. You need to be moving when the beam is happening. It's sick, man. Like, there's little... You see the little bits that were shaking there? The little radial bits. You can actually stand on these. Like, this thing has way better tangible, walkable geometry than any other Risk of Rain boss. Oh, shit. Okay, I dodged it. And using that now. It's got a pretty quick cooldown, the Dragon Egg. So I guess I can use it like that. I was thinking of saving it for the last phase when the really bad shit happens. Now it's a whiff. Get back in the elevator. Yeah, network suffering. God tier. God tier. God tier item. Yeah, look, you can just stand up on it. Use it to platform around. It's sick. Genuinely really good. Yeah, he's got these 3 eyes, and then there's one on top, which is more annoying to hit, but I guess network suffering helps on that front. Okay, now it's going to start doing even scarier shit. Like, we're going to burn through the phases here because of network suffering. Because busting up the eyes opens up new moves. Oh, fuck, I knew it was coming. Drop down. There you go. Oh, no. Okay, we're avoiding the laser. Jump into that. It's okay. It's okay. We're negating so much damage. I guess... Oh, it's happening. This is the fuck everything phase. These goddamn heat generator things. I hate them. We're doing okay on damage, though. Oh, there goes my bottle. Oh, but then you can... Yeah, you clear it by breaking them. We're not safe standing behind that move. Yeah, usually that just fucking kills me. I don't know what these ones do. I think they can save you because they're cooling. But I don't... They seem to be benefiting the boss. I don't really understand how, though. There's a lot I don't understand. I'm going to break it. And hope that's okay. And then get back in. We need to do damage. See how little damage we've done to that last weak point. Oh, fuck, it's hot again. Go to one of the orbs. Yeah, we're able to survive it a lot longer than I've been able to before. Oh, no, these just create safe zones. Which would be great if I were playing a ranged character. I couldn't see that coming. Because it was in the floor, but... Oh, survivability. Yeah, I gotta use this. Use my orb. Use my orb. Break the heat generators. Fuck this boss! Fuck this boss! I'm gonna die! Dude, what can you do? This shit sucks. Johns. I'll happily be Johns about it. Because what the fuck? It's so fucked as a ranged character. Because you can stay away and stay in a safe zone when you're a ranged character. But if you're a melee, you just get fucked. There's nothing you can do. It's shit. Change it. Want to know how I get it? Yeah, please. I have no idea what I'm doing. It takes... That's the thing. Like, I appreciate the attempt to add more complex mechanics to a major boss fight, but also it takes like minimum half an hour to get here. Like, you have to invest time in a run, and the run has to be good enough to even get there before even considering if you could beat the boss. And then you just get fucked by a mechanic that you're trying to learn bit by bit, but you're losing hours on it. I've rage quit so many times after losing like that. It keeps happening. I can't deal with that shit. Go like 8 stages, just power through. I mean, I've tried that, but then I don't do enough damage. That's what I tried to do on previous runs. I've been trying to go for early runs like this, just get good items, and we were doing good damage there. Otherwise, it gets too tanky. Skipping the last Mithril stage. I guess. It just I've tried and I've not gotten it to work. Anyway, that's enough Risk of Rain. Also try to pop all 3 eyes roughly at the same time. Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't auto capture that. What are you doing? Hold on. It's not even. I didn't even press my hotkey to make it capture that. I don't know why it would capture my Warador window. Anyway. So yeah, I guess, yeah, trying to pop all the eyes at the same time is good play. And I should consider doing that more. That's good strat. But I feel like I get equally... Like, that was the best I've done on that, like, Heatwave phase in general. With the amount of damage I was avoiding and negating. But even then, past a certain point, like, one of... You know, you're going to have the grid come at you through the floor, so you can't even see it coming. And that's going to... you know, get through and do a bunch of damage, and then you just screwed. Every single eye is a big damage chunk, and he starts doing it at roughly halfway. Yeah. I know that. I guess I didn't realize he did it at halfway. I thought it was like his last phase, because it's so fucked up. Maybe it should be his last phase. But anyway. Oh, anyway. I will have to continue to try. Oh, damn it. I had like stored the stream title I was going to use somewhere else. No way, I can rebuild it. It's just because I needed the yen icon, but I put it in the stream tweet as well. But yeah, DLC good. I kind of hope they change things about that boss and make it less of a pain in the ass, because I don't really like it. I'm gonna have to do it to get all the skins, but once I do, I don't think I'd ever go back, because I hate it. But, you know, make the boss less awful, and I'm more willing to engage with it. But anyway. Anyway. Let's play some Yakuza 7. Free me from that nightmare. Anyway, stream title, paste that. There you go. We can make some mad money so that I can feel better about my failings. That's 90%. That's the frustrating thing. Is like runs take so long, and then it's like a bunch of unfair bullshit and way too much health. Fuck you, die. Unless you go in early, but then you have to have a good run if you're going in without looping. Okay, well you can